everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. First of all, I want to say how grateful I am to those of you who stuck around and were patient with me during my time away. I know I disappeared for a good couple of months without any explanation, so I wanted to start by apologizing. I never meant to step away for this long, and I truly miss connecting with you all and sharing my art journey. So thank you for sticking around. I'm really excited to be back, and I hope you're excited too. I know some of you might be wondering where I've been and what kept me away. Honestly, this year has been pretty intense for me. Between my summer job and keeping up with my schoolwork, I found myself with very little time for art, or anything else really. The summer job was a great opportunity, and I'm grateful I had the chance to work and gain some experience. But between working almost full-time hours and then jumping back into the school year, it was hard to keep up with my art goals. I know at the beginning of the year, in my first video, I had set a bunch of goals for myself in my sketchbook. However, looking back on it now, I wasn't able really to complete those goals, and it kind of made me disappointed in myself and definitely made me doubt my ability in how much I'm productive in my art, especially after I had purposely set forward a goal and tried to go after it, even though I didn't complete it. Those goals I had set at the beginning of the year, planning to improve my art, post more frequently, and really engage with y'all, just wasn't completed to the best of my ability, and it's something that I regret. But again, I also realize that school and work sometimes take precedent, especially before I'm independent myself. I wanted to make 2024 my best year yet creatively, but unfortunately things didn't go as planned. As much as I tried to balance everything, there were times when I felt really overwhelmed. With school being so demanding and trying to maintain my grades, my art unfortunately took a back seat. I kept telling myself, okay, I'll get back to it soon, just one more week. And then before I knew it, months had gone by. I know some of you may have been waiting for new uploads, and I'm so sorry for leaving you in the dark. I guess sometimes we all underestimate how tough balancing everything can be. That being said, I'm coming back now with a renewed focus and a clear intention to keep pushing forward in my art journey. I'm determined to get better at uploading regularly as the year comes to an end, and to start 2025 off strong. I know I may have missed out on a lot of my goals this year, but instead of feeling down about it, I'm seeing it as a learning experience. Next year, I'll be setting my goals with more balance in mind, and I'll make sure to keep some space for life's surprises, I guess. Now, to mark my return, I wanted to create a piece that really resonates with where I'm at now, and that's why I chose to draw my favorite Disney princess, Cinderella. Cinderella has always had a special place in my heart, and not just because of the beautiful animation or the classic story. What I admire most about her is her resilience and her ability to stay positive even when she's going through such difficult times. Despite all the challenges and obstacles thrown her way, she keeps going and keeps hoping and never loses her kind heart. This is something I really wanted to try and embrace in my own life too. Just like Cinderella, I'm working on my way up and doing my best to turn difficult situations into opportunities to grow. Sometimes life can feel a bit like a Cinderella story. We're put in situations that feel unfair or make us feel discouraged. But if we keep going, keep working, and stay true to ourselves, we can make something beautiful out of it. I want this piece to remind myself, and maybe some of you, that no matter how tough things get, we can keep going and find a way to make it through. And that leaves me to the headspace I was in. I think a lot of artists struggle with it at one point or another, but it is art block. It's that frustrating feeling of being unable to create, like you're stuck in a place and can't seem to move forward no matter how much you want to. Now, I know this might seem a little odd, but lately I've been thinking about how art block as my own personal Cinderella story. Bear with me for a second. Just like Cinderella, art block has a way of making me feel trapped. Cinderella has these big dreams, but she's forced to stay at home, doing endless chores for her stepmother and stepsisters. She longs to go out into the world, but every time she tries to make her dreams a reality, she's held back by something or someone. It's that same feeling of being stuck, of having so much creativity inside of you, but not being able to express it. In this analogy, those evil stepsisters are like the obstacles that get in my way when I'm going through an art block. They're the voices that tell me my ideas aren't good enough, or that I'll never be able to create something I'm happy with. Sometimes they're just the endless distractions of life. School, work, the fear of not being perfect. These stepsisters keep me away from my art, making it feel like an impossible task to actually sit down and create something I'm proud of. It's funny because just like Cinderella gets pulled back into endless chores, I sometimes find myself stuck in the routine of everything except making art. I'll sit down to draw, but then I'll think about something else that needs to be done. I'll try to tell myself, well, maybe I'll just check on my phone for a second, or let me finish this assignment first. And before I know it, I'm doing everything but drawing. It's almost like my own version of sweeping the floors or doing the laundry, anything to avoid that blank canvas. But here's where the story turns around. Just like in Cinderella, there comes a moment when I get a chance to break free. For her, that moment is the invitation to the ball. It's the one night where she gets to leave behind her chores and those awful stepsisters to finally do something for herself. For me, breaking out of art block feels like getting that invitation. It's this exciting moment when the inspiration hits, and suddenly I remember why I love creating so much. Going to the ball is like finally sitting down to work on a piece that I want to make, not because I feel like I have to. It's the chance to escape from all the things holding me back and to just dive into my art with a fresh perspective. It feels freeing, like I've been waiting forever for this moment, and now that it's here, I don't want to waste it. It's the thrill of exploring new ideas and seeing where they'll take me. And of course, we can't forget Prince Charming. For me, the Prince Charming in my art journey is the euphoria I feel when I truly am in the zone. It's like this amazing prize waiting for me on the other side of the obstacles I had to get through. There's nothing quite like the feeling of satisfaction when a piece finally is coming together, when I'm seeing it grow and transform before my eyes. It's like a feeling that makes all the struggle worth it, like the reward at the end of the obstacle course. One thing I try to incorporate in my art, especially when it comes out of a period of art block, is a sense of growth. I love using green tones and leaf motifs in my pieces to represent growth, renewal, and progress. For me, green has this freshness and vibrancy that reminds me of new beginnings, and the leaves, they're a symbol of resilience and growth, of pushing through the dirt to reach the sunlight. Even when art block tries to hold me back, creating with these elements reminds me that I'm still growing and learning with each piece. It's a continuous theme I try to keep in my work, a reminder that no matter what, I'm moving forward. So when I finally sit down to draw and to start to see those green leaves and shades come to life, it feels like my own personal transformation. I'm no longer the Cinderella stuck in art block, weighed down by doubts or distractions. Instead, I'm like the Cinderella who made it to the ball, who's stepping into her dream, if only for a moment. And in those moments, I get to create something that's not just an escape, but also a celebration of what I've overcome to get there. So, the art you're seeing today is inspired by the Cinderella spirit of resilience and hope. I wanted to capture the classic Cinderella moment where she's dreaming of a better future, even when things around her seem bleak. The colors, the mood, I really wanted it to feel like a reminder to stay strong and keep believing, even when things seem tough. Because sometimes the best stories are the ones where the characters have to go through a lot to reach their happily ever after. Even though I didn't accomplish everything I set out to do this year, I'm choosing to keep going with a positive attitude just like Cinderella. Even with all the setbacks, doubts, and chores that kept her from her dreams, she never gave up hope. She held on to the belief that if she kept working hard and stayed true to herself, she could create a brighter future. And just like her, I believe we can turn our dreams into reality if we stay focused, patient, and committed. This video is dedicated to all the Cinderellas out there, to those who are pursuing your own version of Prince Charming, whether that's a specific goal, a creative milestone, or simply making it through the challenges life throws your way. Maybe you've had your own stepsisters to face, distractions, self-doubt, the endless responsibilities that pull you away from what you truly want to do. But just like Cinderella, we can find our way through the obstacles and reach our dreams if we believe in ourselves. I want to remind each of you that even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere, each small step is bringing you closer. Our dreams don't just happen overnight. They're built through persistence, passion, and the courage to keep going, even when it's hard. So let's keep pushing forward, no matter how many chores or stepsisters get in our way. Let's hold on to that spark of belief and work towards creating the art, the lives, and the dreams we've always known were possible. To all the artists out there who are struggling to get started, I know exactly how tough it can feel. As a small artist myself, I understand the doubts and challenges that come with trying to make your voice being heard, or as big as the busy world. But remember, every artist starts small. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is part of the journey. Your unique voice, your passion, and your dedication to your craft are what truly matter. Keep creating even on days when it feels impossible, because every piece you make brings you closer to what or where you want to be. Don't worry about where others are. Focus on your growth, trust your process, and know that your journey is worth it. Keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, and let's rise together. I hope that as I move forward with this channel, I can bring some of that Cinderella spirit into my own art and share the journey with you all. Thank you all so much for being patient with me, for waiting, and for sticking by me even though I was gone. I'm so grateful to be back, and I can't wait to keep sharing my art journey with you. If you want to see any sneak peeks of my art before it's posted here on YouTube, or if you want to stay updated on what I'm working on, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My username is AshArtisan on both platforms, and I'd love to connect with you all there as well. My DMs are always open, and I'm definitely willing to talk to any new artists that are in the same boat as me. Let's finish this year off strong, and I promise there is so much more to come. As we move forward, I'm really excited to share what's next for my channel. My plan is to upload a new video every Friday, so you can count on fresh content weekly, along with some fun shorts sprinkled throughout the week. I want this to be an open space for all of us to share and connect. So feel free to jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. I love to hear how you deal with art block, balance life with your creative goals, and any ideas you'd like to see from me. I'll be there in the comments too, joining in and replying. Let's look forward to a creative, inspiring future for this channel together. Thank you guys for being a part of it so far. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next video. Goodbye!